Dr. Pepper jelly, let's go. If you could eat Dr. Pepper, would you? Because that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to turn Dr. Pepper into jelly thanks to the directions from my friend Sarah here. Now, I did have a big, beautiful video filmed, or I thought I did, but I didn't press start. However, Sarah has given me permission to share this recipe with you. We are going to use 4.5 cups of any soda of your flavoring. My favorite, though, is Dr. Pepper, so that's what we're using. To that, we're going to add 1 pack of sugar gel and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and we're going to boil it for a minute. Now, I use this pot to make jelly all the time, and it never boils over this bad, so pick a tall pot if you can. After that jelly boils for 1 minute, we're going to add 4.5 cups of sugar. This is a lot of sugar in the recipe. You have the sugar that's in the soda, you have the sugar that is that we add. But remember, this is a jelly. You're going to use a very little bit of it at a time. You're not going to sit here and drink a jar of it. So before you come for me, sugar police, just know that this is a treat. After you add your 4.5 cups of sugar, you're going to bring it to a boil, and you're going to let this boil hard for 2 minutes. That is not the same as other jelly recipes. A lot of times you just boil it for 1 minute, but this one we're going to let boil hard for 2 minutes. After that, we are going to ladle it into our jars. Now, Sarah's book says that this makes 4 half-pint jars, but I got 7 from this recipe, so I'm not sure if I measured wrong or what, but that's how we got, or that's how many jars this recipe made. Sarah also has a video on how she makes this, so you can go and watch her video as well. Now, I did decide after I poured all of my stuff into the jars that I did not like the foam that was sitting on top of it. Whenever you make jelly, you can put butter in it to add foam, but I don't, because I used to have alpha-gal and I still have friends with alpha-gal, so I never add butter to my jelly. So after I ladled it into the jars, I did scrape the foam off because the foam on this jelly was very ugly. So once I finished that process, I was able to use vinegar to wipe my rims and put my lids on fingertip tight. Remember, that is just when you are spinning with your thumb and 2 fingers and the jar starts to spin with just the pressure of that. That's fingertip tight. These are going to be water baths for 15 minutes. So pick any stock pot that you have, fill it up with hot water, get it to start boiling, and then lower your jars into your pot that has some type of rack on the bottom. Make sure the water is about 2 inches over the top of your jars. I did have to add water to this. And then let it go for 15 minutes at a rolling boil and pull it out. And you have one of the most unique handmade gifts you've ever made. Go make you some.